Hey guys, today I am filming my wrap up and recap of my 2023 makeup rehab series and the intro for my 2024 series. I did this in 2023 for the first time. It was inspired by It's Just Stuff and Emily and Max. So the way that I did it in 2023 is that this was a monthly update where I showed you everything I used up, purchased, and received in PR that month, as well as the new items that I added to my wish list. At the beginning of the year, I came up with a number of products that I was okay with my collection going up by due to purchases, not gifts or PR. And I would gain a point when I would use something up. I would lose a point when I would purchase something. And I also had some low buy categories where I only wanted to allow myself to buy 2 in each of those categories. Initially, I thought about a no buy for some categories, but I knew I was not setting myself up for success with that. So I decided to allow myself to buy 2. With some of these, I was successful. With some of these, I was not. So I am taking this from It's Just Stuff because I love that she did this. So I am going to be running through and telling you out of each category of makeup how many I purchased in 2023 and how many I used up. So for my low buy categories for 2023, that would be primer, foundation, concealer, powder, setting spray, brow products, and mascara. My only exception was for brow products. Precisely my brow pencil from Benefit was not going to count. That is a staple of mine where I get several backups during the Ulta sale. So that means I would have been allowed to try 2 other brow products. So for this empties and purchases section, I'm just going to be sharing numbers with you, which you guys might know that I never do. But I did do a whole video on all the makeup I used up in 2023, which will be linked. And I did a video showing you everything I purchased in the first 6 months of the year and the second 6 months of the year. So all of those will be linked if you want more details and to see everything I bought and used up. But let's get into the numbers. For primer, I purchased 1 and used up 9. This was one of my low buy categories, so success there, under 2 purchases. For foundation, I bought 4, used up 5. This was my biggest fail of one of my low buy categories, and it is such a bummer because one of them I actually ended up not loving so much, but I tested it when I was outside of the return window, so definitely a mistake on my part. But one of the reasons that I bought more than I anticipated, which I should learn by now because this always happens with the trends changing. I never really thought I'd be a skin tint person, but I did try some skin tints in 2023 that I actually really fell in love with. So I'm glad that I purchased them. But yeah, I was successful in the fact that I purchased less than I used up, but I did not meet that low buy goal of only 2 foundation purchases. For concealer, I also have 4. My low buy goal was 2 and I used up 7. So again, I purchased less than I used up, which is great, but I've got some exceptions here. So one of these was a completely free product, my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I got this as my congratulations, you're a diamond at Ulta gift, but I specifically chose it, so that's why I still counted it. And then one of these was a repurchase of my favorite blemish concealer for Estee Lauder. So I only actually tried 2 new products and paid for 2 new products. So I feel okay about that. I know this is justification. That's what is going to be happening a little bit throughout this video, but it really is going to be something that's going to help me tweak my rules for 2024. But blabbering aside, I purchased 4, used up 7. For face powder, I purchased 3, used up 14. Amazing. But this was one of my low buy categories, and I also feel okay about this. I purchased the Lawless powder and then 2 of my Dermablend translucent loose powder, which you guys know is my holy grail. I always buy these on sale. So because this is a replacement product, I feel okay about that. For setting spray, I purchased 1, used up 6. Successful here. And this, again, was one of my low buy categories, so very happy to see that. Then for the cheek products, not good, but I did not have any low buy goals. Cream cheek, I purchased 14. I used up 3. Not amazing, but happy to have some empties. For powder bronzer, I bought 2, used up 0. Blush, bought 12, used up 0. And highlighter, bought 2, used up 0. Bummed about one of those highlighters because I really am not loving it. And then face palettes, bought 2, used up 0. One of these face palettes though was free with my Ulta points, but again, I chose it specifically, so I'm counting it here. For eyebrow products, I purchased 6, used up 9, and this actually is still successful with my low buy category because 5 of those were Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencils, and then I did just get 1 brow powder. So I am successful with that low buy goal because of my little exception. For eye primers, I bought 2, used up 3. For cream shadows, I bought 0 and used up 3. Amazing. For single shadows, I brought in 8. 4 of these were gifts, so from my own money, I only purchased 4, used up 0. Small palettes, I bought 4. One of them was a gift, but brought in 4, used up 0. For large palettes, I brought in 18, 12 of them being gifts, so that means I purchased 6, used up 0. For eyeliner, I purchased 3, and I used up 3, so that feels amazing. Now I did, bring in pencil liners, and I used up 2 liquids and 1 pencil liner, but still I just put all my eyeliners together. For mascara, I bought 2 and I used up 12. Very successful. This was another of my low buy categories, and I actually only brought in a replacement. I got 2 of my MAC mascara that I use for my lower lashes. For lip care products, I brought in 10. 6 of them were gifts, so I purchased 4 myself and I finished up 8. For lip liner, bought 2, used up 0. Lipstick, bought 13, 3 of which were a gift. And I also got 2 with my Ulta points. I only used up 1. Liquid lipsticks, I bought 1, used up 0. Lip gloss, I bought 19, 1 was a gift, and I used up 22. So I feel pretty decent about it looking at these numbers. So hopefully that was interesting for you guys to just hear that. And again, check out those other videos if you want to see the specific products that I purchased and used up. So now for the number of products I'm going to choose for my beauty bank balance. Last year I had picked 36, thinking that, okay, if I use up nothing, that means I can buy 3 new products a month-ish, right? To get to 36. Well, I actually ended up having 29 points left over at the end of the year, which is wonderful. The first 6 months of the year, I was a little bit better about not buying as much. Second 6 months of the year, especially towards the end, I didn't do as good. So it feels like that is too many points for me. I don't feel like I can go down to 20, but I'm going to go down to 25 is where I will start out for the year. And then as far as the low buy category goals, that is going to be changing as well. So for a few specific replacement products, these will not be counted. These will be exceptions. That would be my Estee Lauder Double Wear Blemish Concealer. I will usually just get this one time a year. It usually goes on sale at Ulta 40-50% off around the holidays. Then my Dermablend Translucent Loose Powder, I'm probably going to buy several of these, which is fine. I go through several a year if you've seen my empties. And then my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil will be an exception, and my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara. Again, when it gets to Black Friday time, when MAC eye products go 40% off, I'll probably buy 2 of them. So those that I can think of right now are going to be my 4 exceptions that are not going to count towards my low buy category numbers. So that's one change. Another change is that for foundations and concealers in particular, this is something where I always think I'm fine with what I have, but then new things come out, the trends change, and I want to try them. So I'm going to do a 1 in, 1 out for foundations and concealers. I am already sort of setting myself up for failure because I've already purchased a foundation this month, so that means I will put myself into the negative, and I will try to not allow myself to buy any more foundations until I zero out after I use some things up. So then I'm going to try to like stick with it. I don't want to be able to stay in the negative because that sort of defeats the purpose, but because I have already purchased something, that is where I will be starting out. But for primers, powders, setting sprays, brow products, and mascaras, I do want to stick to that low buy category number of 2. Then I just posted my makeup inventory and I was not happy with a lot of the numbers. Palettes is insane, but I have so much fun trying palettes. I just have to accept how many I have. Lip glosses is another story. I have 100 lip glosses. I should be absolutely ashamed of myself. It should be amazing because I used up 20 lip glosses last year, but you can't tell because of how many I brought in. I did get a lot in PR, which is great, but I also purchased a ton. So I would like to do a 1 in, 1 out with lip glosses as well, just to be more mindful about what I'm buying. And I already have some things on my wish list. These Summer Fridays lip oils look really nice. I want to get a couple of those, and there are some other things. So I want to try to be firm with myself on this 1 in, 1 out for lip glosses. I'm going to need strength from you guys, and I have a bit of a saving grace where I feel like this glossy lipstick balm type of trend is going to continue, and I love that. As you can see, my makeup inventory, I did buy some more bullet lipsticks and jumbo lip crayons that are that type of formula, which I really love along with lip glosses. So I don't want to, you know, transition to buying a bunch there, but I already know that I plan on trying some different formulas, and that was before I came up with this goal. But I'm gonna need your all's help, like I said, sticking to this 1 in, 1 out with lip glosses. Another change I'm gonna make to this series is that I am not going to share my wish list updates here anymore. I never really got much feedback on them. It added to the length of the video, and a lazy part for me is that it took a little bit more effort adding in pictures of the items. So I'm going to stick to showing you guys my wish list products on Instagram, but I will make sure that I step that back up because towards the end of the year, I really fell off posting those will we buy it, are we interested sort of thing. So that's something I want to try to do every other week, depending on how many things have released. Probably every other week, maybe every 3 weeks, but I want to keep up with that, but just on Instagram. Let me know if you have strong opinions otherwise, but I think that's what I want to do for this series. So I think I've covered everything as far as what I want to change. Let me know if you have any suggestions. I would love to know if you guys are going to be doing a certain beauty budget or any low buy categories, no buy categories. And I'm excited to update you guys monthly to see how it goes. It is something where I might reconsider in 3 months, 6 months if the 1 in, 1 out is working for me or whatnot. But I want to be able to try things, but I don't want to give myself total free reign because it's so easy for me, as you can see here and in my inventory, it's so easy for me to justify purchases based on the good deal I got them on, which matters, but also I'm still spending money. So I talked so much with my hands this video because I wasn't holding a product, and I know that's annoying, so my apologies, but I hope I covered everything. If there's something I missed, I will have a pinned comment, but I should be having my first update coming very soon. I'm excited to share what I purchased in January. I have a lot of really exciting deals that I can't wait to share with you on a lot of skincare products. But I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.